Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq, coming to you live from CES 2024 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joining us for this segment, we have Nimrod Nehushtan. He's Executive Vice President of Strategy at Nasdaq-listed Mobileye. We're here to discuss how the future of autonomous driving is evolving and what technologies will influence it the most. Nimrod, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. And Mobileye awarded a series of production design wins by a major Western automaker. Why is this significant for Mobileye, and what does it mean for the AV industry?
So for us, it's the first major design win that we have with a global OEM that kind of directs at the pretty much all markets in the world, and launching our entire portfolio, starting from hands-off, eyes-off, and hands-off, eyes-on products, starting in 2026 in Europe, United States, China, global markets. And this is kind of the first time where we have one of the biggest OEMs in the world that is going to integrate our new products into multiple car lines, multiple brands, and it's going to really become a much more common kind of technology to see on the roads everywhere on the planet. So this is kind of a very, very big step for us in the towards kind of proliferating our new products in the market everywhere on the planet.
How are global brands implementing Mobileye's solutions?
So we sell pretty much a compute unit with our software, and the OEMs integrate this compute unit with our software in the car, integrating the sensors to this compute unit, and then through the sensors and the perception of these sensors, our software can pretty much enable hands-off, eyes-off driving applications and handle all the different use cases and all the different challenges that the car handles during the drive, so that for us as end users, we can get new experiences, new types of kind of safety features, comfort features, wasting less time in the car. This is all enabled through this integration of our compute unit and software in the car that is done by the OEM.
Tell us about the expanded collaboration with Mahindra.
So Mahindra has been a very important partner for Mobileye in the last few years. They're one of the leading Indian OEMs, and their cars are bestsellers in India in the last few years. And we have had a very, very successful partnership with driver assist systems in India, which is what's probably the first time where driver assist systems penetrated the Indian market and kind of brought new value and safety for Indian users. And this expansion now takes this foundation that we built and adds new technologies and new offerings to end users in India, but not just in India, also exporting to other markets, which was, again, for us, very important to kind of continue with this proliferation of our next generation technologies in all markets in the automotive industry.
Mobileye also unveiled its driver experience platform known as DXP, the first operating system for automated driving. What will this allow automakers to do?
That's a very good question. So basically, there are some of the problems in autonomous driving are universal. So all OEMs need to face the perception problem of understanding the environment in the right way, understanding where all the road users are, how you should be driving in this road and what to do in a junction and so on. And then there are subjective things, like how the car decides, how the car does certain things. How does it accelerate? How does it brake? When does it give way? When does it take way? When do you change lanes? These are kind of subjective things. In the same way, we as drivers, we understand the same reality, we see the same image of what's around the car, but we make different decisions. Maybe I'm more aggressive and you're more conservative when we're driving, or the other way around. And what we want to enable OEMs is to have full control and ownership of this subjective dimension of driving, so that they can, based on the same understanding, objective understanding of the environment, create unique experiences and kind of unique flavors of driving, so that their brand can be unique and differentiated in the industry for end users.
Finally, how do you see the future of autonomous driving evolving, and what technologies do you think are going to influence it the most?
So I think in the next few years, we're going to see significant breakthroughs in terms of the level of automation that end users can benefit from. It will start from eyes on, hands off. So first thing is that as a driver, you can take your hands off the wheel and the car can handle all the different use cases. It's kind of like being a pilot in a commercial plane, where you're still there to supervise the system, but it can handle everything pretty much. And then scaling it to eyes off, which as a driver, you can take your eyes off the road and mind your own business. You can, be with your phone, you can watch a clip, and the car is good enough and the performance level is strong enough to allow the driver to take the eyes off the road. And I think these are kind of two significant steps that we're going to see available in large scale in the next few years. And the key technologies to reach there are anything regarding, obviously, perception and the proper understanding of the environment, which will rely on the latest technologies in AI, and signal processing, sensor fusion. This is kind of the frontier of AI because it's, when you think of it, probably the only area in which you need to be very high-tech and cutting-edge technologically, but also the system cannot fail. Right? It's a very unique combination. Right. So I think this is where we're going to see significant advancements in AI, in the sense of what is the performance level that you can reach, what is the probability of failure that the AI system can achieve, because in autonomous driving, there is really no room for error. Maybe like other cool AI applications that we are experiencing today. This is, I think, the next frontier for AI.
Well, of course, achieving scale too, particularly in the US, is making sure that the infrastructure is in place to support the advancements that we're seeing in autonomous driving as well.
Yeah, I don't think that, at least personally at Mobileye, we're not relying on some kind of a breakthrough in terms of like the road infrastructure, because we are designing our systems to handle the existing infrastructure today. We are not counting on kind of expensive upgrades to road networks and junctions and so on. We believe that if human drivers can properly drive in a safe way, based on today's road infrastructure, there is no reason why a technology cannot handle the same challenge. What is important is to make advancements when it comes to the regulatory environment, right? And the way that regulation kind of enables and promotes higher levels of autonomy in driving, and this is where we are starting to see, again, some progress and more engagements with regulatory bodies across the world.
All right, Nimrod, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on TradeTalks.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for joining me throughout CES. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.